When we met Cynthia Adams 2 years ago, she was fed up with a stench wafting over from a farm near her home.
It smells like rotten eggs.
Her neighbor, Eric Stousgard, was also sick of the sickening smell.
People want to, enjoy the environment they live in. It's a beautiful area, but how do you enjoy that when you have an odor like that floating around?
Since we last saw Adams and Stousgard in January 2018, the federal government, BC Ministry of Environment, the Agricultural Land Commission, and the city have all been notified. Plus, Metro Vancouver has had more than 140 odor complaints. But it still stinks.
Yeah.
Worse than that sometimes. It's very pungent.
Sewage?
Sewage, yes.
In an email to CBC News, the owner of the property, Sandra Baird, says she's working hard to comply with any environmental issues. She says she's trying to get along with her neighbors, but it's difficult to run a farm when you're surrounded by housing and traffic. Neighbors acknowledge Baird is trying to address the problem, and she's phasing out the topsoil operation, which most neighbors blame for the smell.
Yeah, it's gone up in recent years.
But Metro Vancouver says the topsoil business hasn't gone away. The company, operated by Baird's brother, has just moved it to another property across the street.
The operations on the south side of 8th Avenue have discontinued, and they are removing material from that pile. However, they've moved now to the north side and have been putting material there.
Sandra Baird says she has no control over the new property, and her brother declined CBC's request for an interview.
They wouldn't be wanting to, create any more issues.
The province says fines are coming against the property owner, but it's still determining how steep they'll be. Metro Vancouver says it likely won't act before the BC government does. Meanwhile, Stousgard and Adams don't care which government body steps in. They just want the stink to go away.
The problem's been identified. We know what the solution is. We've identified who can enforce that solution. And it's just a matter of getting them to do it.
2 years, hundreds of complaints, and 5 levels of government. Doesn't add up to enough to get rid of one powerful stench. Jesse Johnston, CBC News.